Good morning, Detroit Lions fans. It's Mark Old Sky Halpern here for the Sports Insanity Network, brought to you by the Dugout of Miller, the best place to get your trading cards. Well, the one great story of the Cinderella, which really wasn't Cinderella, as we knew the Detroit Lions were going to be a good team this year. And not that they were only just good, they were absolutely excellent. From the way the game started, it reminded me of the 94 NFC wildcard, NFC championship game in which San Francisco just went out on a commanding lead and beat the Dallas Cowboys. This is how that game started. 14 right off the bat. Jameson Williams with the 40-yard scamper. I mean, everything that we have been talking about all year with the Lions offense on how good it is was coming to fruition. Then you had David Montgomery run it in from 1 yard out, giving the Lions at that point 14-0 lead. San Francisco was having a lot of trouble getting started, and it was because the Lions defense did what it had to do. It stopped Christian McCaffrey. It had him cold the whole time in the beginning. The problem is you can only keep a good man down so long. And then second quarter, as expected, as it has been all season, Christian McCaffrey punches one in from the 2 yard line. It's now 14-7. But wait, there's more. Jahmyr Gibbs, he won't get rookie of the year, but he's going to get a lot of votes. He's had a rough start to his season. And then when he got the chance, when David Montgomery got hurt with that thigh contusion, he didn't hold back and he had a spectacular rookie season. The pairing of him and Montgomery make for one of the most, if not the most dangerous running back combo in football. Obviously, we'll see what happens after free agency when the big three, Eckler, Barkley, and Henry, all decide to go. And yes, no offense to Josh Jacobs, him as well. Michael Badley then ended up hitting the field goal right at the end, making it 24-7 Lions. And then it was like the reversal of fortune happened. And certain things happened that reminded me of the 92 AFC championship game between the Tennessee Titans and Buffalo, where Frank Reich, after Jim Kelly getting hurt, came in and brought Buffalo all the way back, only to lose to Dallas next week in the Super Bowl. But Brock Purdy stepped up and showed what he was. Now, there were two amazing plays in this game. There were a lot of great plays, but there were two amazing plays. And one of them happened, I believe it was the end of the third quarter, middle of the third quarter. And Purdy hailed one out for Brandon Ayuk, and it was just a tad underthrown. However, the safety who was covering them, face mask got in the way, the ball pops in the air a little bit, and Ayuk makes a catch. That was the tide turning for me. That is when I said, "Oh boy!" And what happened after 2 plays after that? Brandon Ayuk on a quick slant gets his touchdown. What has happened with the Detroit defense has happened all season. They come out and they are strong, they are confident, and then for some reason, whether they're too lax, they figured, oh, we're comfortable. We got a 24-point lead. We don't have to put as comebacks are not a myth. They happen. What happens next? Christian McCaffrey scores. Now we're all tied up. And we haven't seen the likes of this in a long time. We haven't had a really, really good, exciting NFC Championship, at least in my opinion, like this type of a shootout. San Francisco controlled the second half, just like Detroit controlled the first half. So quickly in the fourth quarter, San Francisco gets the field goal. And then what was a little bit of a scary moment, and it's they're calling it a stinger. Christian McCaffrey took a shot, and it wasn't on purpose, it wasn't deliberate, but to the back corner of his neck. And if anybody could tell you about neck problems, it's me. I've had 4 different surgeries on my neck. And a stinger in the shoulder, yeah, that hurts going down to the hand, but a stinger in the neck, it gets you here, goes down the arm, can affect the front, and it's painful. So what do you have in this situation? You have a capable backup running back that you can rely on to get you a 3-yard touchdown, and Elijah Mitchell did just that. Came in for Christian McCaffrey. Their game plan didn't change because McCaffrey was out. They were going to run the ball, and they ran the ball, and Elijah Mitchell got in. Now, everybody is all saying that Detroit's done. No, game's not over. We've seen quarterbacks come back with 13 seconds, with 30 seconds, with a minute and a half. We've seen quarterbacks come back, and yet again, a great drive by Jared Goff and the Lions. They got the TD, and Jameson Williams gets his second TD of the day. Unfortunately, he also did lose a fumble, which doesn't help, but he's starting to turn into that receiver that Detroit drafted, and he's getting healthier. I don't want to say that his performance lacking wise was due to injury. It wasn't, but he is getting healthier, and I can't wait to see what Detroit decides to do, whether they're going to keep Josh Reynolds or they're going to let Josh Reynolds go and get somebody else. Jameson Williams got a 3-yard pass and extra point good, but we all saw the ending. For a second there, it had me fooled, but then saw the yardage line and the onside kick was touched short, and that was the ball game. I did not want to see San Francisco go in, not because I don't like the players. It's just the history that Dallas has with San Francisco. That's all. But hats off to the 49ers, Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, in the Super Bowl against Patty Mahomes, Travis Kelce. I don't think you can say the Super Bowl got it wrong. I think the right teams were in the AFC and the NFC Championship. Okay. Dallas lost. I wanted Dallas to be there, but when you look at the play, you have to take it for what it is. Dallas looked like shit. They lost. They're out of it. Green Bay then got beat. Okay, what is Green Bay? Green Bay gets to hold their hands high and say, look what we did. And nobody expected us to do anything. Philadelphia just collapsed. Tampa Bay was starting to be a real huge, scary threat. Baker Mayfield is going to get a nice contract, and he has found a nice home. They need to give him a couple of pieces, especially protection. They got to get a couple of linemen for him. But the Lions and the 49ers and the Chiefs and the Ravens were the correct NFC Championship game. Both games were good. Both games, when you look at it, it was one turnover that really cost it. It was the Lamar fumble, and it was the Jameson Williams fumble. Otherwise, these were two of the best championship games I have watched in the past 30 years. And not next week, it'll be 2 weeks on Sunday, the 11th. To give you a little insight, what will be going on, we will have our Super Bowl show, and that'll be posted on our network when we'll be doing that. My daughter Charlotte will be covering the Puppy Bowl. We will have that out very soon as she picks her winners. And maybe we'll have a case break on the Super Bowl. Who knows? We'll see what we can do. For now, go check out the website, www.thesportsinsanitynetwork.com, for all your blogs and vlogs. check out the bios on the team. If you're looking to want to write on a freelance and are interested in joining, please don't hesitate to email us at that website. For all of you out there who know me with baseball cards, the dugout of Millwood is getting bigger and getting stronger. And our official, as we named it 8 months ago, our official co-signer and our official break homepage that we go for our breaks, and along with the Sports Insanity Network, it's the Hop On Sports Break, run by Anthony Laparo, Justin Valentini, and the great John Slabuski, and now on board Anthony Rockman. So this is the old ops guy checking out. We will see you in a couple of weeks for the Super Bowl. For now, have a nice day.